So as I prepare to live with 36 items of clothing over the next year, I want to talk with you today about how you go about choosing the 36 pieces. I have minimized my closet at this point. I cleaned it out, but I don't know what's going to go in my 36 pieces at this point. I haven't counted what I have in my closet and how much I own right now. So I'm not really sure how much I own. I'm guessing it's less than 75, but I don't really know. At some point before I put everything away to start 36 365 on November 1st, I will share that with you. For today, how do you begin to think through what 36 pieces are going to go in the wardrobe for the next year? So as a reminder, this includes, I'm gonna look at my list. It includes clothing, accessories, jewelry, outerwear, and shoes. It doesn't include what you work out in, but you work out in your workout gear. So after I start 36 365 right now, I'm in a tank top, a sports bra, and yoga bottoms. I'm planning to go out and work in my yard today, and I'm also planning to do yoga today. So it gets a little fuzzy because I'm not supposed to hang out in my workout gear, and here I am making a video in my workout gear. So we'll see. Here is the first thing that you do. The first thing that you do is to decide on a base color. So I am stealing that idea from Miss Minimalist, who is a blogger. She's written books on minimalism. But when we first started on our minimalism journey, I leaned on her counsel quite heavily. So she talks about choosing a base color. And I can't stress, I've been doing this for since 2011. It's immensely helpful. So you choose one basic color that's going to be the color for your handbag and your shoes. And for me, that is black. I only buy black handbags and shoes at this point. So I already know my base color. When you choose a base color and base your wardrobe, center your wardrobe around the base color, everything works together because you only choose clothing that works with your base color. A side benefit is that it makes packing very easy when you go on trips because everything works with your base color. For me, that's black. Everything works in my wardrobe works with black. Next, Miss Minimalism suggests choosing a few complementary colors that go with your base color. So when I think about my wardrobe now, I don't plan to do a ton of shopping for Project 36 365 with what I'm seeing right now. I don't want to do a lot of shopping. But I also haven't been thinking about this in a really long time. And so this process that I'm taking you through, my current wardrobe doesn't reflect it. So I'm going to have to fix some things in order for everything to work together. So for now, as I think about what I have a white shirt, I have a blue and white shirt in terms of button-up tops. Most of my clothing is blue, gray, and black when I think about it. So that will likely be my complementary color is blue, white, gray, and black based on what I already own. Okay, next think about accessories. So for me, I may have room for 1 or 2 scarves. We'll have to see how much room I have in my wardrobe once I start the process. So after you start thinking about that, so right now what I'm thinking, I have 2 scarves that are probably going to work with white, gray, brown, and black. I have an animal print scarf, and I have one other scarf that goes with that palette. And again, all of this is just in my mind at this point. It all have to be refined as I'm sitting down and actually grinding through what I'm going to use for a year. Sit down and make a list with numbers 1 through 36. After this, first record the items that you are for sure going to keep. Like I have 2 pairs of jeans that I for sure am going to keep. I have a pair of cropped black pants that are for sure going to stay. So put those items down first. Next, you need to think about what your needs are. First of all, climate, weather. So I live in Portland, Oregon, and the weather really varies throughout the year. In the summer, it's generally warm and sunny. It's rainy 8 to 9 months out of the year. And so I need to think through that. So I need clothing that will work in the warm. Most of the year it is overcast or raining, so rain gear is essential, and footwear is essential that works with the rain. The wintertime temperatures range anywhere starting in like November, anywhere from like the 40s. It can get bitterly cold here, but generally it's not. Generally it's 30s, 40s, somewhere in there. Sometimes it dips into the 20s and the 10s, but that's rare. It does snow here, but not every year, and it's not snowy all winter long. Clothing that I would wear outside for snow, I would consider active wear, and so wouldn't count it in my 36, 365. I would think of that like clothes to work out in. Okay, your personal needs. Like, what are your needs in terms of your clothing? I am crazy sensory. Like, tags bother me, materials bother me, certain wools. Merino I can wear, but most wools are scratchy, itchy for me. So yeah, I'm super sensory. Tags, seams bother me. I don't want to be too hot. I don't want to be too cold. So yes, I am the princess and the pea. I don't want to have to adjust my clothing. The neckline needs to work. I don't want to be hitching up on my straps on anything. Essentially, I want my clothing to feel kind of like pajamas most of the time. That's really my preference. Lifestyle. So I am trying to figure this out right now. I think there are probably a lot of people out there like me whose kids are now off at school. Maybe you're undergoing a life transition. So my kids are off at school. I'm stopping the job that I've been doing for the last 5 years, which is grant writing, and trying to figure out what's next for me. And so I really am in flux right now. In terms of lifestyle, I'm at home. I am somewhat active. I go to the gym, I don't know, 3 to 5 times a week, but I'm married to a super high octane guy. So he is very busy and very active. We have 2 dogs that we take care of. We also have a third of an acre here. At this point, we're doing all of our own yard care. So I do, a fair amount of yard maintenance, weeding. We pay for some services for our house, but this year we didn't pay for most of the services. So I helped a little bit with repainting our deck this winter. My husband did most of it, but we did, when it came time to clean the windows, we did those on our own. We clean our own house. I shop for food. I cook. We eat 95% of our food at home, more than that, 95 to 99% of the time we're eating at home. So I am cooking, I'm cleaning, I'm shopping for food. I go to mass on Sundays. I volunteer at church. I go to Bible study once a week at church. I walk my dogs. We hike. We have a tandem bicycle that we ride, but that gear I consider workout gear, so I'm not counting it in 36, 365. But that's kind of our lifestyle. That's kind of what we do. We do a lot of our own stuff around the house, and it's kind of vanilla. We cook, we clean, we go for walks, we play with our dogs. The next is to think about your roles. Like, what are your roles and the things that you need to keep in mind as you're getting your wardrobe together. So for me, I'm a wife, I'm a mom, I'm a sister, I'm an aunt. My parents have both passed away, but I am a daughter-in-law and an in-law to my husband's family. At this point, I am still a small business owner because I am busy shutting down my consultancy, my grants writing consultancy. So right now I'm trying to close that out well and transition my clients well in that. So right now I'm still a small business owner, but I'm going to be transitioning out of that between now and the first part of January. I'm a friend. I am a parish member for my church. I am a homemaker. I am a cook. I am a cleaner. I am a food gatherer and a shopper, food shopper. I don't like shopping for other things, but I do shop for all. I shop for most of our family's food. I am a creator. So next, think about your activities. What are the things that you do that you want to keep in mind as you're thinking through your wardrobe? So for me, the things that I do, I shop for food, I cook, I clean, I keep her home, I go to church, I volunteer at church, I work in my yard, I do house projects, I write grants and support my clients for work, I make YouTube videos. I also am working on a website right now that I'm creating. I work out. So what kind of clothing do I need for all of those activities? So when I shop, I generally wear a shirt and jeans. I wear a shirt and jeans, and I'll wear some kind of footwear. Usually tennis shoes is what I'll wear for that. Church, I'll wear anything from jeans and a collared top to a dress. The same for volunteering and the same for the Bible study that I do at church. For working out, I wear workout gear, which is either shorts or yoga pants and a tank top of some sort, or a close fit short sleeve shirt for that. I don't like things to be blousy while I'm working out. And I wear the same thing whether I'm in the gym working out or whether I'm out on a walk or if I'm doing yoga. I wear the same kind of clothing regardless. I don't need fancy clothes for work. So 99% of the time I'm not meeting in person, and so a collared shirt and jeans is absolutely appropriate for when I do Zoom meetings, but most of the time I'm working just on my own. Content creation, I'm just wearing whatever. So today I'm filming and the clothes that I'm gonna work out in just a little bit. And so I just film in whatever I'm going to wear. There's no special clothing needs for content creation. When I'm cleaning the house, I'm generally wearing workout gear because I don't want it to get messed up and I can get dirty while I'm cleaning bathrooms and dusting and that kind of thing. I generally wear workout gear for that, so that won't be counted for 36,365. When I'm working outside, doing yard work, garden work, I typically am wearing workout gear, same thing, doesn't count for 36,365. My husband was in the Navy and has these oversuits that they wore down in the engineering plant. And I wear one of those that he still has. I wear one of those if I'm outside doing really dirty work. I'll wear that to protect my clothing. Hiking and working with my dogs, I just wear workout gear. So now I need to start my 36 pieces. Those are sort of the things that I think through as I begin to think through what am I going to need for the next year. And so now it's time for me to get started. My next thing is I will make my list of 36 and I'm gonna start sort of working through the process. If I can get the Gumption app, I'm gonna go get a pair of black loafers because I think that would be super useful for me over the next year. I think I would use them a lot. It's just a matter of whether I can get that done. I have 3 trips planned between now and November 1st. And so I don't have a ton of time. And like I said, I'm super picky about my clothing. So shopping is not super straightforward for me. So that's where we are for today. I'll be back soon to share where I am in the process of figuring out what 36 items of clothing I'm gonna use over the next year. Thank you so much for joining me. If you got value out of this, it would super help me if you would like it. It helps other people to find me on YouTube. If you found value, I hope you'll consider subscribing so that you can follow along in my journey of wearing 36 items for a year. Thank you for hanging around until the end, and we'll see you next time.